Chaos.
Cool.
Okay, I clicky button.
So who
Interwebs.
remembers what are going on the last time?
We murdered a bunch of demons who had my soul, so
We
now
all
we've
died
got
a
my
bunch.
soul back, and I can now cast the only legitimate spell that ever was.
Oh yeah,
Being Fireball.
I was very impressed that everyone managed to take on that room. That's what happened last time.
Oh yeah, what was Sonia's reaction
Which one?
when, the one that's currently on the ship or was on the ship? Because
Just hanging out with the mojito.
Sonia is currently not there.
So she has no reaction.
That's true, but what was her reaction the night before?
Uh, wait, to what specifically?
The video of your friends going into the next room full of demons.
Ah, yeah, same thing. Very impressed. Very sad that
Fair.
I couldn't see it in person to take notes, but there is this video of somehow.
TKO has a little camera on his chest. He has a body cam.
Yeah, he turns on the oil and goes, "Did you place that on us, you cheeky bastard?"
I'm not saying I did, but I'm not saying I didn't.
No, you're saying that to Oren.
Or Oren's like, yeah, put all the bells and whistles on you.
Bells and
You have-
whistles.
You have Blu-ray, there's your bells, there's your whistles,
I suppose he would
have-
need whistles because he doesn't have lips.
you have Bluetooth,
Just the one.
You mentioned lips, and he just starts going, "What the bloody hell am I doing that?"
there's your translator, and of course, cup holder.
Just
Can
on
we
his
can
on
we
his
sync
shoulder.
our phones with him?
Oh yeah. Yeah, in fact, if you link your phones to him, you can get him to play music.
Sick.
Oh, oh.
I'm like connecting my phone to like send some Slayer through his.
It's
Yes.
password protected. TKO has the password written on his like, it's written like on the back of his neck.
I'm gonna go check the password.
Okay, can I quickly ask the other people other than Graham, what was the first song that came into your mind when Joseph said that? Because something instantly came into my mind, and then he instantly said Slayer. Just curious if anyone else had an instant thing. Mine was
What
the
you mean? Yeah, you go.
Yeah, mine was the Macarena.
Was that for the video for the fight scene with
No,
all
for
of
like-
the, or was that just for
what you-
playing
what
music
what
out of
would you
him?
play music
Yeah.
off of TKO.
As soon as that was mentioned, I instantly was like Macarena.
I was thinking about that song by Sabaton.
Which song by Sabaton?
Is it
I know
Built to Last?
there's a lot of them.
Is it
Okay.
Built to Last?
No, it's
That definitely doesn't apply to that character.
No, it doesn't.
1 second.
Sabaton, because I like a lot of their stuff as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once we've got the password off his neck, just like Grunk has like been the first to get his E&D Spotify hooked up.
There we go.
Yeah.
The Attack of the Dead Men.
Ah,
Sure.
not what I was thinking.
Okay.
Still, Sabaton's a good choice.
Also, his hotspot password is on the bottom of his right foot, just so you know.
Like Grunk is like lifting his foot to like check the password.
Lifts it. when the music plays, his gob just hangs open.
Wow, that is unsettling.
It's so disturbing. Also, Grunk, you're feeling extra chaotic evil today.
Oh, what? I was thinking I could try putting my speaker into the thing that I used to make his voice, but I was like, no, copyright.
Like, oh no, I'm feeling chaotic evil. Let's slam on some Take That. Truly the most evil of that.
Uh, so,
Sets up a new playlist that like switches like horrendously between like bubblegum pop and like death metal, and it just keeps yo-yoing back and forwards.
So kind of
So
like
that-
baby metal.
Hi there,
Ah, so
Bobby.
the
Like-
Hi, Ken.
Like yes, it is Barbie girl to like Burzum.
When
Oh.
Barbie Girl comes on, he's just like, "This is hell."
Now I've got
so
that
how
song
do you
stuck in my head.
do? How do you do, little rat?
Rat runs over squeaking lots.
Ah, but
Oh,
I
no.
believe.
Why
I
did
believe the
we
rat-
didn't talk about this? We were meant to.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean
you have a
I
voice now.
yeah, the rat can't. Well, everyone understands the rat. Also, the rat. I did tell you, but the rat is in control,
Sure.
and so it is the rat speaking.
Squeak, squeak. Nice lady gone.
Wait,
The rat
did
just
anyone
has
else
sort
hear
of
that?
the rat just sort of has an onboard supercomputer that just tells the rat things it wants to know.
Nice lady gone.
Is-
Focus
Ah, it's
serious.
Kobold voice. What does a mouse or a rat sound like? Squeak,
Can
squeak.
you do a Mickey Mouse impression?
Woohoo! No, don't do this, because I know I will. Oh, nice lady gone.
Oh, and then you'll have to keep doing it then, though.
So
I'm like-
so
Gunga is like looking at the rat that's just said something and is like,
What
eyes
about
going
the
wide.
or even the antithesis? Maybe is really deep.
so
Nice lady gone.
who's the nice lady? Asks Ben Oren to the rat.
Nice lady.
Colt comes in off his morning exercise and it's like, "Are you talking about Sonia?"
Nice lady.
Pointy hat. Wears purple.
Nods, nods.
Okay. Did you see where she went?
Pop.
She went pop. That that
Not
doesn't sound great.
they're not there.
If the rat is confused about something, the rat can have the other thing explain stuff to the rat.
Oh no, it's fine. I like it this way.
Fair enough.
the-
The rat is just ignoring it. It's like, but I actually nope.
No, actually, what happened was it was a magical teleportation of sorts. No, pop, 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 vanish.
Rat chooses to ignore the thing that's explaining stuff in head. Got it.
Rat doesn't understand magic. Magic
Also
talk.
sounds like he's just getting used to the idea of speaking now.
Yeah.
or
Well-
just understanding him.
Well, the rat doesn't really speak. It's just that everyone understands what the rat is squeaking about.
Yeah, there's no mouth movement or anything.
The rat is squeaking. It's just you kind of understand the rat now.
You
You
know,
kind of feel
speak,
it in
squeak.
your bones.
Tin Man, you can see magic. Do you want to go and have a look? The robot uses magical awareness on the room to see if any of her like magical experiments went wrong or something.
You do sense like faint traces of magic in the room, but nothing. Like you sense a faint trace of conjuration, but nothing like super strong.
Also, don't forget how difficult it is to look while on this ship.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Yeah, he comes back and his eyes are blown out again.
yeah.
Like, I didn't learn from last time.
It's
Oh no, man.
It's you turn it on, you see some faint traces of conjuration, and then you see you see like 3 incredibly bright lights that burn your eyes out again.
Yeah, it's like staring into the sun.
And then when your eyes are burned out, you can't see anymore. All you hear coming from your own mouth is "bop." So you're just playing bop.
It just like feels your way back, get some new eyes in.
Yeah, Owen's like, God damn it! I told you to stop doing that.
I don't have infinite eyes, you know.
Got a lot, but not infinite.
Well, I
So-
had 10 sets of eyes when we started this.
So we got the soul thing back. What else are we here for?
Need to go get like a control unit
And
because
what were they for?
well, because we need to upgrade the ship more and also make it safe to use magic inside the ship again because I'm kind of tired of not really being able to do much inside my ship.
Why can't you do things inside your ship?
Well, like, ship is currently very magic, and without the control unit, magic kind of gets a bit out of hand.
Would you mean out of hand? I thought
Well,
it came
like,
from your hands.
yeah, but it tends to go a bit further than you think it might.
Is that not a
especially-
good thing?
Sometimes, yes, but like,
Does that not make you stronger?
yes, but also it means you can't have any restraint.
Who needs restraint?
People who want to like not blow their own ship up when they try and like boil water.
Aye, exactly. I just look at things and my eyes blow up.
You could just not use magic to boil water.
This is true, but you know that is pretty inconvenient. I'd prefer the convenience. Also, it's a super powerful magical artifact that we've all been hired to go and collect. So, I mean, we could if you want to quit, that's fine with me. Just means more for the
Well, I was
rest of
just
us, I
wondering
guess.
what we could do with it.
Well, it's
I've got
it's
some people I want to, remove from.
it's
being.
essentially order personified, so a lot. I
Hmm.
don't really know until I've seen it or had a chance to tinker with it a bit, but that's sort of the description.
Hmm. Grumpy's looking very thoughtful. You all know he's not actually thoughtful.
Anyway, I'm gonna go plot a course.
Yeah, shouldn't we at least see if we can get our friend back since she's like disappeared? Unless she's done it on her own accord.
If she's left, then maybe she just don't want to be around us anymore.
I mean, we can always, I guess, try and search for her.
Yeah, like he's approaching the divination sphere.
Cults approaching the divination sphere. Are you? Are you gonna use it?
No. No.
You're not.
To roleplay, he thinks about what Owen was just talking about, magical things, and goes, maybe not a good idea.
He looks over at the robot with its missing eyes and goes, "You know what? Actually, I would like to keep mine."
You know, eyes.
He remembers. Oh wait, yes.
Eyes are in this season. You really don't want to be caught without them. Be just embarrassing.
It's like, I know I can see without them, but I like having them.
I mean, it is useful if you want to see things that are more than like 10 feet away.
Also, more than just like outlines.
Yeah, if you want to be able to read a book or a web page, it's not the best form of seeing. But yeah,
Well,
Warren's like, sure, we can start like searching around. I have to change. Hang on, I need to. It'll take me a couple hours. I need to go modify the ship a bit.
it's alright. You do your thing. That's what we're going to do. We've been putting it off for a while anyway.
You see him get like a bunch of tools and stuff, and he gets like dressed up in a little engineering outfit. It's like, oh, I used to have engineers for this. They all
They
die.
they keep dying.
And he starts getting to work. Do you ask him what he's doing, or are you just gonna leave him to it?
Colt won't know. He won't understand.
Fair enough. You just see him like,
The team's resident smart person has disappeared.
parts and like you hear a lot of banging sounds coming from the other room. But yeah,
There's another resident smart person. They just can't speak your language.
so what's Fireball doing? You feel complete again.
Fireball will come out of the room with his sphere of annihilation.
Huh?
And there's not really anybody on the ship that you can really, or there's nobody in here that you can really talk to other than Rat. Not that he really knows that Rat can talk at the minute.
You can talk to Ben Oren. He's learnt the simplest of Ignan.
Ben Oren does, knows a bit of Ignan
Yeah.
and is current, but you don't know where he is currently.
Yeah.
We can sort of converse if using different languages that sort of sound similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can 50% communicate with Grunk, or like 25% communicate with Grunk.
I'll ask if Grump knows where what's happening now.
I will insight check to see if I understand the question.
Okay, yeah.
Does a 13 let me understand what he's just asked?
You get the bare bones of like, you kind of get like the word what and then happening. It's you'd get a sort of gist.
I reply in primordial. Sonia missing. We're going to go find an artifact. I think that's what was happening before. I can't really remember.
Fireball, roll an insight.
14.
You also get like the gist of what he's saying.
Cool. I'll go looking for Ben Horn.
Sure. He's not that hard to find. If you ever go into the server room, you can easily see he's tinkering about with a couple of systems on the ship.
You'll probably hear some clattering and banging and some swearing from the robot.
Yeah, I'll go in and tell him. So, are we rescuing Sonia or are we getting the item?
Ben Oren like stands up and is like, I'm I think we're going after Sonia first.
Do we have any leads as to where she has gone?
We don't know the way yet, but I'm currently modifying the sensors. I've got to remove all the magical upgrades to them.
Do we know where she's gone?
Not a clue, that's why I'm fixing the sensors.
Okay.
Well, not fixing, more like technically downgrading.
Alright.
Just
Let me
so
know
that
if you need
don't get
anything annihilated.
Recalibrating, perhaps.
You got it. You guys will probably have like a couple hours to chill. What do you guys do while just chilling?
Fireball will go. There's a large, relatively open space with no people. Fireball will go here and train with his sphere, like practicing moving it about without hitting anything.
Sure. Give me an Arcana roll, just to see how well you sort of do at that.
Hmm?
give me an Arcana roll, Fireball. Just see how sort of well your like training goes.
Oof,
Oh,
11.
so like you go in and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna hit everything, and then you just like whomp and you like cut all of these tables in half.
Once that happens, Fireball will leave quickly and just go back to his room.
Okay. Grunk, Colt, what are you two doing? And also the rat, what are you doing?
Gump is gonna go around the sleeping quarters and just slightly sabotage the beds just so that they fall over when anyone lies in them.
Okay. When you get to Fireball's room, Fireball is in it. He looks a bit embarrassed.
I reclosed the door to give him his privacy and then move on to the next room.
Sure. Oh, beds are now. Do you do it to your own bed? That's the real question.
No, just everybody else's.
Ah, fair enough. See, all the beds are now rigged to fall apart. Colt, what are you doing?
You go back to the room that you turned into a little training centre to do a bit more training, but he will say to the rat, I haven't been able to say this before since we haven't been able to talk, but I do understand that you do use ki. I can feel it flowing every time you fight. You're not one for sparring training, are you? It'd be interesting to fight someone with such a small profile.
The rat just stares back at you blankly. Fight!
I'll take that as a yes.
You used lots of big words. But yes, sure.
You into fight for fun?
Fight!
Yeah. Goes to like the room that you turned into a training room. And we'll
They have a lovely montage.
have like a little training session where Colt realizes that he's struggling to hold back a little bit because of the gains he got last time fighting those demons. Finds that he's quite a bit faster than he used to be, which will be showing off a bit more later.
Yeah, I think Joseph will be back shortly.
Okay, so
No,
out of
they-
nowhere,
yeah.
Flump appears.
Where?
Uh,
In front of which one of we?
in front of all of you.
I'm back. I'll leave for a second.
Oh,
What's
the
Colt-
Flump
Colt-
vanishes.
Colt calls through the ship. Tin Man, is this your thing again? I know you did this the other day.
Then you
What
turn around
happened?
and the Flump is gone.
What?
You vanished, so I took over.
No, bad Andrew.
And a Flump appeared in front of everyone. And then when you got back, they all vanished.
Bad Andrew. So mild hallucinations aside, what do you do?
Yeah, Colt and the Rat were just having like a little sparring training montage. Now that they're able to like communicate a bit.
Fair enough. Yeah, you guys basically get told by Ben Oren after a couple hours, like, the downgrades are gonna take a little longer than I initially anticipated because it would probably take a fair amount of magic to do. Can't use magic, so it's probably gonna take me like 3 days just to sort of finish off.
I mean, if we got that artifact, would that speed things up?
Probably. I mean, it would definitely speed things up. But it's like, do you want to go after that
probably
first?
definitely.
Or something? Yeah, like, It's definitely gonna speed things up because it probably will solve the problem, and then we won't even need to downgrade the sensors.
Yeah, but also we won't be waiting 3 days.
This is true. It's already like sort of mid-afternoon by the time he gets back to you with this sort of progress report.
Ah, yes, mid-afternoon abyss time.
Yeah. Well, there's if you go into like the main room on his monitor, when it's on the like little load page before he actually signs in, it's got just tons of like different time zone clocks. Just for how to keep time on all of the different planes. Some of them you only know are clocks based on the context of there are a bunch of clocks next to them. Because of how time works in some places. Like the Feywild clock is really weird.
It's just spinning round and round. Now you look at the astral clock and it's just like tick.
Never moves.
Astro clock barely ever moves, yeah.
The jet lag on this thing's horrendous. Sounds like an organics problem, mate.
So like, what do you? He's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to wait here until I finish the sensor downgrades, or we're gonna go after the artifact first?
Guys, what do you reckon?
I think we should go after. I don't know, because maybe getting the artifact could also help us in getting Sunya back.
Yeah, so that you won't understand you. God damn it.
I translate.
I was going to say I could have tried translating it.
Ben Oren will translate Fireball's ideas.
Then, like, case, well, yeah, I was thinking either 3 days or what would probably be a day, and then the thing that would take 3 days will take 5 minutes. Or we could also no, wait, eyeballs are the thing. Well, that's two for getting the thing.
Right.
By the sounds of it.
And TKO.
So what's happening visually? Is it basically just people putting their hands up?
Well, the rat understands what's being said. It's a lot of like, should we go save Nice Lady, or
The rat responds, should we save nice lady? Yes. Or should we go and get the thing that'll speed that up? Yes.
Got it.
Sounds like rat's on board. TQO will just do what Oren tells them. So if Oren's going, we'll go and get the thing, TQO will just be like, I'll eat.
And Grumk, what's your way in on this?
We should wait if we can get more help that we might need. Gunk thinks we all basically died yesterday. Gunk especially almost died yesterday.
This is true.
We should be increasing our chances of survival. Not to be the bearer of reason here.
We know it's Halloween, man.
Also, Grunk, once
just
you were finished messing with the beds, did you check in to start doing more fighter pilot training stuff again?
I would have, yes.
Cool. Give me a roll for that.
What was the roll for it?
Arcana. But you can make it with advantage because you've actually done some training now.
Because I quit my last training?
Yeah.
It's an 11.
You're a bit shaky, but you managed to sort of like get through. You kind of getting the hang of it.
My advanced training is going well.
You're certainly not crashing as much as you used to.
I'm like, oh, if if Ben wants to, make sure this goes right and go see what the thing is, then I can stay here and pilot the ship.
Ben's currently working on stuff at the minute. Just to go save Sonya, if that's what you guys want to do.
Yeah, but Grump's entire point is like we probably shouldn't be going in blind to a thing that after doing that almost got us killed trying to get that one soul back, pointing at the fireball.
But he does have his soul back. Andrew does not say. So he has all these powers I do not see again because I'm not there.
The rat can say any of these things.
Yeah, but we're back to having character who not smart.
Or the rat can say the things that the thing that's living inside the rat can say. If the thing inside the rat tells the rat, "Hey, say this."
Sure.
You can have a rat translation of a smart thing.
Ratlation.
Yeah.
I don't trust Ratlations. I mean, his powers are kind of useless here.
Yeah. So, Ben Oren's like, so you guys want to wait until I finish the sensors?
I mean, I want to wait. I thought they were voting to go.
So Ben's like, are we going or are we staying?
I'm fine to wait until you've finished the upgrades.
Colt?
I'm in no hurry.
Sure. TKO?
Next.
Fair enough. I'll keep on working.
We'll
We'll
go back to becoming a chartered pilot.
we'll cut to the next sort of day after you're all doing your piloting and training stuff.
Did everyone get caught out by their beds falling apart?
Actually, yeah. Everybody give me a perception check.
I take it.
Who has a bedroom
I
other
was
than Fireball
in the robot.
and the robot, because the robot doesn't sleep in a bed. So it's like K2 and the
basically-
rat and Ben Oren.
10 for Colt.
I need to check Ben Oren's thing. I really need to make a copy of his character sheet. Oh yeah.
What role is it? Perception or insight?
Perception.
Perception. Oops. Let's see. Ben Oren is fine. K2 is fine. Colt, when you get in your bed, you failed to notice that the bed had been loosened a bit, and it collapses and you fall onto the floor. Everyone who rolled above a 15, you notice that your bed has been tampered with and that it needs to be re-supported before you can go to sleep on it.
Colt just shrugs and he just quite happily sleeps on the mattress on the floor.
Colt,
Carnage all around him.
Colt, you take a point of damage because you fell off your bed.
I mean, the rat'll just knock the bed over. It's never gonna fix it.
Okay. The rat
Conjures a shadow blade, cuts it in half.
the rat knocks the bed over. And as the rat does, Sonya reappears in the bed.
So technically goes flying.
Yeah.
No, not back here.
Sonya is wearing a Hawaiian shirt and shorts. There's a little coconut.
So everyone in the rooms just hears a female voice upset yelling.
And by
I
the sounds, and by the sounds of it, everyone just goes fuck, fuck, no.
will go to the location of the noise.
You see a Sonia standing on a broken bed, wearing like clothes designed to beat the summer heat, and holding a coconut, which seems to have some sort of delicious smoothie inside.
Um, um, we were just about to come and get you.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought I was dead.
Ben Orange shows up and is like, "What's going on? So, oh, you're back."
I I thought I died and went to some sort of heaven.
Oh god, I was halfway through the sensor downgrades. I have to go back and start undoing the undid. That's a tomorrow problem. Well, I'm glad you're back from wherever you are. And then he goes back to his little bedroom and he's gonna go have a nap.
I'm glad you're not dead.
Same, I guess. Maybe. I guess technically if I wasn't dead, so I can go back to that place. So yes, I'm glad I'm not dead.
Sonia, give me a flat wisdom roll.
Flat wisdom.
Just to see if, if the thing occurs.
A thing. Everyone likes things. Wisdom. Ooh, perfect 0. Not bad.
Oh, Sonia's fine. You think you're alive and stuff.
You think you're alive.
You don't fall into an existential crisis of like believing everything is fake.
It's fine. Everything is fake.
So
Shut up, Andrew's character. You're not in this one.
what's we were going to go and get an item. You want to tag along?
Oh yeah, the whole universe-ending stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
You all settle in for a nap
On my tatami bed.
on your bed that has been destroyed by the rat, and also but yeah, as far as you're aware, it's been destroyed by the rat. How does the rat respond?
Bed wobbly fixed bed.
I was more talking about Sonia reappearing, but sure.
Yeah, that's how it responds. And then it goes, yay! And falls asleep.
Fair enough. Do you all go to sleep after this?
Yeah.
Cool. You all go to sleep and wake up to the sounds of more clattering coming from this direction.
What sounds of people at work clattering, banging, and swearing.
Yeah.
In which direction? Sorry.
It seems to be coming from like this sort of a way.
I'll go and check it.
It's coming from this sort of a direction.
I'll
You
go
get-
and check it.
It seems to be Ben Oren, who is at work, sort of undoing all the stuff you saw him doing yesterday.
You need any help with that?
He's like, no, I'll be fine.
Let me help.
It's fine. I'm afraid you'd probably just burn a lot of the components or damage the circuitry.
Okay. Good night.
It's the morning.
Oh.
It's breakfast time.
Who wants rat milk?
He's like, it's night. Nani?
Uh,
He's like, time must fly a lot faster when you're working.
Yeah.
it was nice, but now it's not.
Okay.
I'll
Strange
go.
fire.
And you're a strange monkey thing?
I'm a dragon.
Potato, potato.
There's probably monkeys in there somewhere.
No.
Dragons, monkeys, all the same when you're organic.
Oh my god.
Both got tails, both got limbs.
Look, if you get a call
What
me
a
a monkey, I'm
thing.
afraid you stay on my ship won't be too long.
Hey, look,
He means it, mind.
look. It doesn't matter who you are. I just made a mistake.
Just
What-
go eat some breakfast or
What
have
what
some booze while I do
what
this.
color dragon is Ben Oren?
You don't know. I don't believe anyone's told Fireball.
Fireball just straight up ask, what color dragon are you?
Oh, that's quite rude.
What's information amongst intellectuals?
I mean, valuable.
Depends on the information.
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially among smart people, information's very valuable.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of dragon are you?
A cool one with a spaceship. And then he gets back to work.
I'll just go and talk to Sonia. Hey Sonia, do you know what color dragon Ben Oren is?
This Sonia actually has no clue.
Wait,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a dragon?
Rat, do you know what kind of dragon Ben Oren is?
That I do believe has seen him.
The rat would know,
He's seen a
but-
copy.
but you know, rat.
Rat strains its mind.
What color is Big
Give
Lizard?
me a history check, rat.
Ooh, history. Rat very good at history. He majored in history. Oh my god, he did.
I mean, it's the whole like, the rat might not remember, but definitely the thing inside the rat remembers and is willing to tell the rat, regardless of whether the rat remembers or not.
So it's not arguing the thing in its head. It's like, it was black. What's black? What? What? Black is the colour. What's colour? Tell him black. Black?
Makes sense. Thank you.
So the rat looks very confused.
Uh,
I'll then go off and talk to this person.
Sonia, you go into that room and
Right.
all the tables have been like obliterated by something.
Okay, we won't be using that kitchen area then. I meant to go there and then into the other room. Making
What are you
making some
going for?
lovely cocktails for everyone.
Okay, there are a number of bottles. Some in languages you understand, some you
Oh,
don't.
it's fine. It's just like mixing fruit and alcohol in a blender. Just throwing
do you go
things
for
in.
specific ones, or you just random?
I use color theory so that it comes out a nice color. That is
Oh, so
what I do.
you're aiming for color, not for anything specific.
And I make each color associate with a person. So like the one I'm making for Fireball's red, the one for Colt is blue, and I in my mind I made the one that's for Grunk like a sort of like the oil on water sort of color to represent different paint.
Okay.
And I guess upon hearing that Ben Oren is a black dragon, makes a pitch black one for him.
Okay. I assume that's the one that contains shadow rat milk.
Oh yes. So that wait a minute. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. So I need to make another 3 cooking rolls.
Okay.
Damn, I was really hoping that was going to be a 22 again. That was cool. Well,
Some of them turn out amazing.
I mean,
Others.
the last one was definitely Ben Oren's because that was the one I described last.
Okay. Got it. What's Grunk doing this fine morning?
Sleeping in.
Sure. Colt, what are
The
you
most
doing?
evil thing of all to waste everyone's time.
What are you doing this fine morning, Colt?
Yeah, did his morning morning exercise and then goes to the canteen for food, sees that everything's smashed up, and is just like, nope,
Colt,
nope. And
you hear someone making stuff in the other room. It's a Sonia.
yeah, his ears perk up and walks through and just, you're back. We didn't know what happened to you. We were just, I guess Ben doesn't need to tear the whole ship apart again. Oh, I'm so glad you're back.
I'm sort of glad in that I like you all, but where I was lovely. I thought I was dead.
Wait. How?
Because it was a
Where'd you go?
paradise. And then he hands.
Where'd you go?
Then she hands like the closest cups that she could find that look like coconuts. So essentially brown cups. And then hands that with a quite bright blue liquid in it.
Fair enough. Do you take the blue liquid and drink it?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Can you make a con save for me real quick?
Bear in mind, alcohol does count as a poison, and I am immune, so.
Yes, I'm well aware of this. Go make me a con save. It's not against the alcohol.
16.
Okay. It tastes really nice.
I'm imagining it being like a
It tastes like the colour blue.
Like I said, I'm thinking Blue Lagoon taste.
It tastes really fishy, but it tastes really good.
Like drinks it in like the old like Japanese style, like one hand on side, one hand underneath, and drinks it that way.
You do notice that sort of when you like if you take a sip and then like you pull away from the glass, there's a little like electric current between your lips and the glass as you like pull away. It's pretty tasty. It's very strange. It's like an odd mix of stuff that kind of works together quite well. Somehow.
It's ever so slightly startled, but still like relatively comfy with the whole electricity part. It's like, okay, this conducts electricity. That's interesting. You make so many wonderful inventions, Sonia. Wish I could cook. Drink some more.
Now to get it for everyone else there is. You see Sun Yan leaving, and like you look around the room, it's like, oh, they're very different colour ones. You look at the red one, and then you look and there's a bunch of like hot sauce bottles that have been emptied.
Oh, there are a number of. Cool. As you look over at the fridge, which is over here, you notice that there are so many bottles that are now like half empty, of various like colors of fluids. Fireball, do you have a drink of the thing that Sonia offers you?
Yeah.
Sonia is
Without-
extra nice to you and has washed and cleaned the coconut that she had so that you can eat that as well.
Ah. Then Fireball will be very thankful for it.
Fireball, wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah. And also a con save.
25 for the wisdom save.
Cool.
15 for the con save.
You're fine on both fronts. It's quite a strong drink, and you feel a compulsion come over you, but you start to like throw it off.
Interesting.
You can choose to fail, but you do manage to throw it off.
I will choose to fail.
Okay.
I am shocked by that turn of events.
You give in to the compulsion of the drink. A lot of ones on those rolls. Okay. Who do you go to next, Sonia? Dealer of definitely not magic drinks.
I mean, I guess in order, I'd probably see Ben Oren next. I do like the thought that I had, which if you allow it, to retcon to have one extra drink. I did have a hilarious thought of, I also made one for the robot that's literally just like a glass of oil, but it's the same colour as Ben Oren's.
Okay.
Well, they're going to get mixed up.
Okay. Let's see if they do get mixed up. I'm gonna roll. If it's a 4 and a 3 is you give Ben Oren his drink. A 1 or 2 is you give Ben Oren the robot drink. Okay. You hand Ben Oren a cup of oil.
It's got an interesting
I'll drink-
flavour.
He's like, I'll drink that in a second. I just need to finish up these repairs. Do
Sure.
you then go over and hand the robot Ben Oren's drink?
Yeah, I got you a drink of oil as well.
Robot, please make me a con save.
Because he's drinking something that he shouldn't be drinking.
Because it's a very weird thing.
20.
Okay. You again can choose to fail, but you do manage to shrug it off if you want to. You feel
Nah, you-
something like odd come over you, but then you manage to like resist.
Yeah, there's like a bleed valve that opens and it just kind of like pisses out.
Ugh.
Like out of a fingertip or something, just oh no man, and then just his hand opens up and the liquid comes out. What the bloody hell was that?
When the liquid hits the floor, let's see what occurs. 52. Ooh.
Cheers, Bunny lads. Well, I'm not supposed to have like organics drinks.
You, you notice that the floor starts to look a bit weird.
That's weird. That should have just been normal oil.
You notice the floor, in fact, starts getting quite scaly.
Weird. Well, just gotta go and give Grunk his. Enjoy your drink, Sir Dragon Man, apparently.
Just as you're leaving the room, you hear Ben Oren like, he's like, oh, you hear Ben Oren like, what have you given me? Is this just oil?
And the robot's like, ah, that was where my drink was.
I think that was meant for me, mate.
Oh, that's horrible.
You want the rest of this?
Sure, I will. He then looks at the ground. No, thanks.
You can suck the offshoots out your finger.
Wait. He's like, wait, has someone been going through my drinks? Drinks on the special shelf? Oh God. He hands you the oil, and then is gonna run off after Sonya.
You mean all the limited edition stuff from the Radiant Citadel?
I kept a bunch of volatile potions on one of the shelves. I knew I shouldn't have used Glaucian to label them. No one speaks Glaucian. He then runs off.
Good morning, Grunk.
Grunk.
I've brought you a nice, refreshing drink.
Grunk just finishes, so he like pulls himself out of bed.
You look at the drink and it looks like it's got like Da Vinci's night painting. Was it Da Vinci? Or was it Picasso?
Van Gogh was
It was Van Gogh.
Night
Yeah,
Sky
that one.
Yeah, Van Gogh, Starry Night, yeah.
It just looks like that.
I look at it, I am
It-
moved.
It's
and I don't
very
want to
pretty.
go.
Okay. I'm gonna say that this is a charisma save.
You become
Save
the
us.
paint.
Grunk, for a moment you start to feel like the pattern of the drink like forming on your skin, but you manage to sort of like resist it.
Oh,
You can choose to fail if you want.
I can't, because I wouldn't know what it was, so it's really weird to choose to fail. I think you don't know what's happening.
Like you see your skin changing color a bit, and then you start like pushing back against it. You can choose to fail if you would like to.
That's I don't really. I'm not gonna, because I think if I just choose to fail that surprise, that wouldn't have been fun.
Fair enough. Grunk resists, and the drink tastes pretty good. And just as you finish doing that, Ben Oren bursts in and is like, "Did you touch my drinks? Who on like the bottom shelf?"
Oh yeah, all the stuff that looked like it needed using.
No, those were spare potions.
Why
Very
didn't you
random.
label them?
They were in Glaucian. Everyone reads Glaucian.
That's not a real language.
How dare you? I studied Glaucian for years. But there were sort of just mixed potions I had left over from batches of other potions. I was experimenting to see what kind of potions mix together quite well. Those ones had to be frozen.
Oh, so I should have made an icy.
Yeah, you. So, like, I'm glad have you already had yours? He asks Grunk.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm glad it's just been one. I'm glad you haven't given them to anyone else yet, right?
Oh no, they thoroughly enjoyed theirs.
No. Who else did you give them to?
Well, it's breakfast, so of course I gave one to everyone.
Okay, like.
Apart from the prisoner.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna go make a shipwide announcement real quick. I'll be right back.
Dun 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 dun. Good morning, everyone.
It's just like, if anyone needs any urgent medical attention, please come to this. Please come to sort of like the sort of the like main monitor room relatively soon if you notice you start developing any symptoms. That's all. And then it signs off.
Sonia's just like, that was a weird announcement.
Okay. In about an hour, Colt.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that you get it's kind of hard to breathe. Like, it's getting a little hard to breathe.
Okay, this isn't normal. Like he's trying to train and he's starting to like slow down. He's just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He tries using purity of body, but it's just I'm guessing it's just not doing anything.
Yeah. It's something weird is happening. Fireball.
Yeah.
You feel an urgent longing to go find someone else.
I will go and look for somebody.
The fireball's got to that time of life.
Well, yeah. I'll go and find somebody. I'll go looking.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anyone in this room.
Okay.
You would know that there was people in the server room.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't hear any noise coming from there anymore.
Yeah.
Although it is relatively early, people might be having breakfast.
I would know that Ben Oren's in here.
Yeah, he did announce that anyone with weird symptoms should come to that room. And so he's waiting there.
Knowing where he is, I'll go.
Cool.
Do I?
As soon as you walk in the room, you fall desperately in love with him.
Mi amor.
He's just the object of your affections.
Hello there.
He's like, hello, right, so I assume you've been experiencing some odd symptoms. Can you describe them to me?
No odd symptoms, just a longing, burning desire to feel your passion.
He points a hand at you.
I'll just try and jump over them and get him.
Make an acrobatics check, and he'll oppose that with his own acrobatics, just to see.
Unless he can get that one and lower than that.
He does not roll lower than a 4. He casts a spell on you, and you feel better. You no longer feel like you're in love with him.
I do apologize for that. I wasn't in the right frame of mind.
He's like, alright, that's the love potion down.
Although, now that I'm alright.
You wouldn't happen to be interested, would you?
No. I'm. It's flattering, but I'm alright, thank you.
Doesn't need the burns.
So you, fire elementals aren't your type, I see.
Yeah, you're just a little too hot to handle.
Well, yeah, I suppose I'm not looking for anyone who's, who's got a, whose personality's a bit too acidic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we're just not compatible.
Yeah. Oh yes, you don't happen to know if there's any way I can control this thing any better, do you?
He'll make an Arcana check. Colt, you are feeling it's getting very hard to breathe, and your
Yeah.
skin feels very flaky.
Ah, that's the fish
Uh,
potion.
That's why I'm having him like limp through the corridors.
He tells you, Fireball, oh well, there's like an amulet that you can get that helps you control those better.
Ah, you don't happen to know where I can perhaps get one of those, do you?
No, I have no clue where one would be, but we can certainly keep an eye out for them. Or I could take us to like a market to go and buy one.
Or you could risk an eye.
Oh yeah, you could always use the divination machine to try and locate one. Does Colt try and come in at this point?
Yes.
Sure. He's like, oh, what's been happening with you?
Can't breathe.
Oh, okay. He starts
Just
like
falls,
putting-
just falls over. Too tired now.
He's
Short
like,
of oxygen.
okay. He goes over and starts casting some stuff, and he's like, maybe this will help. You start feeling a bit better once he casts some stuff on you. In fact, you feel very good as soon as he's finished. As soon as he casts like a second spell on you,
Yeah.
you are able to breathe, and your skin stops flaking and getting harder.
He's like rubbing his arm, just going, "Ah, thanks, Dragon Man.
It's like,
I'm-
okay,
I've climbed some high mountains in my time and dealt with some thin air, but nothing that bad."
so, right. Did you start to develop gills?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is the answer.
Okay. Did you start to develop scales?
That's why I'm
Or
rubbing this arm. Yes, it felt like that.
or do you feel like your skin was like getting tougher? Or
Both.
flaky?
I'd
Oh,
say flaky.
okay.
Flaky's alright.
Okay, well you've either under the effects of that potion or this one.
I got a list.
Yeah, he's like,
I tried to peek at the list.
TKO, you noticing that the room you're in is looking a bit weirder?
Oh no, not again.
It's starting to smell like fish in this room that you're in. And the floor is getting a bit... It kind of feels squishy.
Pokes with the sword. Poke.
Are you going for a hard poke, or are you just like soft poke?
Soft first, then see what happens.
It kind of just like goes back to its normal position. It's quite squishy.
Jab.
Oh, okay. When you jab, everyone immediately notices that the lights go out on the ship.
I truly don't notice anything.
No light.
He's like, "Oh my god, something horrific is going on. I'm gonna go investigate."
I mean, I'm
It was
I'm producing a lot of light, so presumably.
Yeah. He can see in the dark. That's not a problem. It's
Every-
the what has knocked the power of this ship out. This ship is supposed to have infinite power. How has the power been knocked out?
You'll probably encounter TQ on the way to the server room. He's just like, "Yeah, mate, something's gone proper wrong with your server room, like."
Okay. He walks in, and when you left here, everything was like quite squishy and weird. now the room appears to everything in the room is like squishy, and you notice that the servers have become like a pink ball of some kind. They've started like become this like weird wrinkly ball in the middle of the room. And he's like, uh, uh what?
It started on the floor, if that helps.
Okay. He's gonna start shuffling over. You also notice that TKO doesn't notice this, but everyone who can smell notices that the smell of fish has just gotten really bad on this ship. The ship suddenly smells like fish.
Something fishy
right.
around here.
How does Senior and Grump react to this?
For what it's smelling like fish.
Yeah,
Does it smell like fresh fish or rotten fish?
fresh fish.
Ooh, someone must
Very
be cooking
fresh.
breakfast.
It's not a cooked fish kind of smell.
Well, yeah, but like someone must have got some fish out, is what she's inferring.
Fair enough. You also start to notice the floor is getting pretty squishy.
I sort of like poke at the floor.
Everything kind of wobbles around you.
I'm gonna move out into the hallway and see if it continues to wobble.
When you move out into the hallway, it does seem to continue to wobble. In fact, the hallway is starting to get a lot fleshier looking.
Sonia begins jumping like it's a trampoline.
Uh,
See how bouncy this flesh is.
It starts to like
I would like to
you
cut
kind of get the
flesh
feeling that
floor.
it's like wincing in pain from that.
Ow,
Oh, it's
stop
definitely
using me as a trampoline.
and stop stabbing plus. But yeah, you notice it starts like it kind of rolls, and as you would normally expect the artificial gravity to keep you to the floor regardless of the ship's orientation, you actually like fall onto the ceiling. In fact, everyone does. But just as you sort of hit the squishy ceiling, everything starts to return to normal. Ben Oren's like, got that cleared up. Alright.
Before it all vanishes, can where Grump gets stabbed it, can Sonia like take a cutting of the squishiness?
Sure. You can have a cutting of the squishiness.
Does it change back or does it stay that way when everything else changes?
It'll stay that way, but you do notice there's like a chunk missing from the floor. But it remains squishy.
Excellent. More science.
Ben Oren's like, alright, plotting a course.
For
Oh,
adventure!
Right, I see. Okay. He starts zooming off. And he's like, okay, you guys, we've arrived, he says over the intercom. I'm gonna drop you guys off just outside of the city that this thing is in. Careful, there are many demons there.
But then demons.
It will batter them just like the last lot.
I mean, maybe they've got a point about like returning the universe to chaos.
Well, the demons, you should probably, like, not try and kill a city of them. But maybe that's just me. Maybe you guys can do that.
No, it'll be me.
But yeah, I'll drop you guys off just outside.
Uh,
Maybe we convince them to help us.
Maybe you guys can.
Before we get off the
Gee.
ship, can Sonia go and get like the last dregs of the black liquid and just like essentially leave the flesh in the room in the liquid, and then it's like, check back on you later.
Oh god, okay. So basically, you guys come out here. The ship is parked at the this end bit of this small valley. And you guys just wander out, and you're in a little farming area.
Yeah. Also, before we get off, as we're getting off the ship, kind of like casually go to Owen and just be like, "Okay, yeah, artifact. Any indication on whereabouts this is going to be, or what it looks like, even?" We didn't get a
Benorn-
date for this one, did we?
Benorn's like, I don't really know, but if I had to guess, it'll be the most orderly place here. 'Cause it is order. It's
Makes sense.
So, I imagine it won't be too hard to pick out, because it'll probably be like, they'll be the only demons who aren't just running around trying to become the strongest demon. Or flying off to go murder stuff.
I have the weirdest case of deja mustard right now. Wait, that's not it.
Who? You don't see the big spider. Big
I-
spider is your friend.
I can still be sad.
This is true. But yeah, you're in a little farming area. Where do you guys want to go? All around you, you see some small demons are wandering about. It's very strange. None of you really recognize what they seem to be farming.
Okay, should we check if they're friendly?
There are friendly demons. Court raises an eyebrow.
Sure.
Quizzically, it's not being sarcastic.
Pop. Yeah, that's where you guys are. So you're gonna head over and go ask the farming demons if they are nice.
No, not that
I will-
obvious. Yes, what does Fireball do?
Well, I'm glad we're letting the sensible one take the reins.
It's more a case that whatever Fireball does normally determines what happens next.
Fireball will walk up to the nearest demon
Uh-huh.
and say in Ignan, "Hello there."
Oh, crap. Sonia runs over and, like, quickly puts on glove, pokes Fireball in the head, and casts tongues.
Hey. Oh, okay.
The demon just initially it looked at you and it was just like, it looked confused and also a bit wary that there was just a fire heading towards it, but
I'll then repeat, "Hello there."
it replies with, "Why are you here?"
I've come in search of a specific item. You don't happen to know where it is, do you? It happens that... Actually, what are we looking for? I'll turn around and ask Sonia.
Well, generally, when you're looking for big, powerful things, you don't really go announcing it to the first person you meet. But that's just me.
Oh, okay. You don't happen to know where... take me to your leader.
I'm sort of self-employed.
Who's in charge of the town?
Oh. Currently,
Yes.
we're still polling.
What do you farm
I
here?
don't think the votes are quite in yet.
Who is most likely to win? Also, is there an interim leader?
No. This is the first democratic election we've ever done.
Ah, okay.
And
where's your lead? Where's your main government building?
I'm gonna roll, see if this random farmer knows where, like, directions to the main capital building are. Guy has no clue. He's like, I don't know, not around here.
Where is
And he's like,
tell me where the entrance to the city is. Provided I can't see.
Points at city.
he points at the many streets that lead into the city. He's like, there?
Oh, I thought it might have been walled. Anyway, you don't happen to know what people's opinions are of beings like myself, do you?
Same as most other things, I suppose. I guess it depends on the person.
Interesting. What's the local religion like around here?
Well, you know, everyone worships our good old Lord, the Great One.
Who is the Great One?
May they reign for all eternity.
Yes, who is this Great One?
The Great One.
Yes, if you don't mind me asking.
They're the Great One.
Do you have a description of the Great One?
Great? This guy just looks very confused at you, and then he turns to Sonia and is like, so you wanted to know what we grow here?
Yeah.
I'll leave and go towards the sea.
Good to pick up some supplies for making fun stuff for the ship.
Well, not a lot grows here, but we are trying to sort of grow these new little plants that they're healthy soil alternatives. Or at least that's the theory.
Sad that I don't have plant growth. Although I do have wish. No, not yet.
You can't just wish out of every situation.
I don't know.
You can.
could-
I mean, you can.
Isn't
but-
the whole point
you
of
can-
D&D to do the stupidest things, like using almighty wish to help some plants grow?
You can use wish to replicate the effects of plant growth.
I mean, we seem to have wished. Oh, he's back.
Sorry, my internet died.
Welcome back to...
No.
Is using wish to grow plants a mistake?
Yes.
Okay.
But are you gonna do it anyway?
I'm gonna pop by on the way back. Because I don't know what we're gonna encounter, so best to be more cautious.
Cool.
Also, I should roll my d20s. Wow, one of them's good at least.
Fireball. As you make your way through the city, it seems very organized. Like, much more so than you would normally expect.
How busy is it?
It's pretty busy. There's like a lot of demons wandering around. Some of them are like, a lot of them are wearing clothes, and actually, a lot of them seem a lot more humanoid than you were initially expecting. Like, comparing them to the demons you fought, like, 2 days ago, they seem much more human-looking. Like, you see someone that appears to be... It almost looks like they're half pig, half human, until you like, but, like, you can faintly see the resemblance of how they would used to be. They used to look like something you fought like a couple days ago. Like, you can see how that thing might have changed into what it was then.
Are there any ones that look like soldiers?
You occasionally see some people that look like guards wandering around.
I'll approach one of them and say, "Hail, citizen!"
Aye. Got any problems to report?
No, I have a question.
Go on.
Where is your government building? Your main government building?
What do you mean?
The place that usually holds the seat of power of the city.
It's a bit complicated at the moment. I assume you're from out of town.
What gave it away? My charming good looks? My debonair personality?
Wow, if you actually look at what he just said, that was a massive insult. You can tell that I'm out of town because of my good looks. So everyone in town is ugly.
He's just like, no. Just move along. I have important stuff to do.
I need info. Who's the great one?
Well, best not use that kind of language around here.
Hey, I'm curious.
Yes. But we don't like to talk of that person.
Oh, so they're evil.
I guess it depends on perspective, but sure.
Point me to their direction and I will sort them out for you.
I wouldn't want you to, as much as you're a bit odd and you quite insulting, I don't want you to go die. So no.
What is the what's your opinion on annihilating one's enemies?
I'm not a big fan of it,
Interesting. What's your favourite spell?
That's the perfect time for me to interrupt.
Go
Off,
on.
off in the distance, as this conversation's happening, Sunya's walking through looking at the demons and is like, oh shit! Simi, son, other person trapped those demons and casts lovely spell and releases them.
You cast Demiplane.
I
and,
do.
You open it up to that Demiplane that had a bunch of demons in, and you notice inside of the Demiplane there are no demons.
Oh well.
You do notice inside the Demiplane that there's like a portal in the back of it. It seems very tainted and corrupt.
I'm just gonna close that and remember that's there. Oh well, that solved that problem.
Where's Sonia heading, then?
I mean,
Just as a
she'd
frame
be like in an open
Are you
part
heading
of
like
town.
over here, or you do see a large castle in this direction?
I mean, it would. She'd probably be like following somewhat closely behind Fireball,
Sure.
but then would have stopped and realised and quickly went to cast.
Sure. Fireball. You're chatting with this person, they're like, I don't know much magic. Or any, actually.
Oh, okay. Take care.
I know other demons can do stuff, but yeah. Then he's gonna get back on parole. What's Grumk doing? Grumk,
I don't know.
you
I kind of
really
managed to
don't
keep-
like this direction, but you really do like south. South seems like a good direction. North
Okay.
is bad.
I'll start heading south then.
Cool. As you head further and further south, you feel like more at home here. Everything feels just like nicer to you. Although the environment seems pretty... Everything feels very chaotic and
Oh,
wonderfully corrupt.
keep heading to the
f-
south, just looking out for other chaotic individuals.
You notice a lot of demons who like notice you and are like, "Are you one of those northerners?"
You
I'm
northerner.
Here.
They're like, "Ah, yes, the Southlands will rise."
The South shall rise again.
Let's stop making more parallels to the statements, please. What? Why are they up there? What do they have? What's going on? Why does it feel so weird up there?
It's a little while ago. We went on a big raid. But it was very weird. When we came back, one of the second in command started acting all funny, and they went up north, and those demons over there, they've started acting all weird.
They don't act like demons, do they?
No, they're not proper demons. They're all organized. Disgusts me.
Gronk just like spits, like in disgust.
Chaos should reign.
Yes, chaos. We should conquer them.
Yeah, they're really stupid. Every time we go to attack them, the plan just sort of falls apart. We
don't
always
have
go
plans.
and
Chaos,
raid.
right?
Yeah, we go and raid them randomly, but every time we do, all the demons we send just kind of stop and settle down. It's strange.
So they're like mind controlling them.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should get as far away from them as possible then.
But we gotta take him down.
But if
They
every
shouldn't-
time you send someone they join them, then surely that's worse for us.
I know. That's why we're just sitting out here waiting for them.
Have any of you seen a catapult before?
Yeah, we've thrown stuff at them, but
Yeah, if we could throw stuff at them to make them come down here, then we can beat them up here.
yeah, but that's the problem. They're always like ready for us. They're always organized, and oddly enough, every time we send stuff at them, it gets all weird. They have some
Weird.
weird thing protecting them. It's stupid.
Weird how?
It's like if we launch one of our patent pending chaos rocks over there, it just kind of like evaporates.
It evaporates?
Yeah,
The rocks usually evaporate?
not typically.
So if you go there, you get taken over. If you throw rocks there, it evaporates.
We've tried many attack plans, but nothing's really stuck. So now we just sit out here and hunt the ones that leave.
Who's the biggest demon around here?
Ah, we are Lord in the Manor. He gestures over to the large, roughly cut castle in the side of one of the rocks.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the Lord and see if I can work out what's happening.
Sure.
Thank you for the information. May you always have chaos.
Hunt on.
Hunt on.
You then see the demon like wander off in search of more law-abiding people to kill.
Nice guy.
So, which way is Colt heading, by the way, and TKO?
TKO would probably go with Gump for just like following and not really saying anything. Court, on the other hand, I'm looking at these mountainsides, so they're like sheer or climbable. He's gonna, because if they're climbable, he uses climbing ability to get the higher ground and see if he can get a good lay of the land of this city and see if there's anything that looks like a bit more orderly or a bit more slapdash or something like. Because he's just thinking about
They're
how Oren said it should be the most orderly part.
they're pretty sheer, but with your like monk abilities combined with your climbing skill, you are able to scale them. It'll take you some time though, just because like the best method for you is to like find a platform, wall run up to it,
Then kick
like
off
sit on the platform and like find another platform to wall run to is the kind of thing that you have.
like a platform game.
Yeah.
He's like
It-
anime jumping from one to the other.
Like occasionally you get a bit where there's just not a higher platform, so you have to go like left or right to try and find a platform where there's like slightly lower down to get slightly higher up and stuff. It's a bit of an escapade, but you can manage to do it. Once you have a decent vantage point, it's pretty easy to tell. Like generally there seems to be a kind of line across the sea. That goes in this sort of a shape. Anything above the line seems to be a very orderly city as far as you can tell. There are like farms, shopping district, like noble districts, everything you'd find in like a pretty standard city. You also notice that the further north you get, like, you stop seeing the big massive demons that are visible from sort of this high up. You only see sort of like a lot of people. Although you do see a lot more crowds, but they tend to be of smaller demons. But the further south you seem to go, like, you see significantly bigger demons. And there's like a couple houses on the outskirts, but the further south you go, the more it just becomes like rock, spiky rocks that people seem to like the large demons seem to live in and stuff.
Like Outlands and stuff, sort of thing.
Yeah, it tends to get a lot more disorganized, and
Looks at the town. He's like, talk about wrong side of the tracks.
yeah.
That old chestnut.
You also notice a giant spider wearing a large hat here.
I wasn't expecting the hat.
It's wearing like a little hat and a little gold chain.
Cool. Starts traveling up. Not that one. Starts traveling up like this way. Do I come into like?
Yeah,
any, like,
actually, well,
difficulties?
once you get to the top of that section, you actually over here. The large spider seems to be having some form of a debate with a. Give me a Arcana check. Colt.
9.
Uh,
Garbage.
Debating with like another thing. It looks a lot. It looks relatively human-y, but a bit demon-y. It's like the spider and that are having this like. It seems like they're having some form of a debate over like farming subsidies and like who would be the better ruler. And
Is
there's
there-
like a crowd of people that are like listening.
Are they doing so in common?
Uh, they're talking in like a bit of common, yeah. One of them, the spider, is not speaking common, but you notice that there's like a translator.
Right.
In fact, neither's the other human, but both of them have like translators that are saying things in a variety of language, one of which is common languages.
So kind of like discern whether the spider's trying to convince them that he'd be the best leader, or if he's more like a middleman. Judging by what the person who's speaking common is saying, he's trying to like piece together the other half of the conversation.
You'd guess that these two are like candidates running against each other in some form of an election. It seems to be the spider versus like this guy to see who would be better at running the city.
And there's nothing like particularly spectacular or noteworthy about the other guy.
It's
Giant spider with weird crazy hat versus
the other guy does seem to have like more red skin. Like his skin seems unnaturally quite red for like what you'd expect an elf or a human to sort of look like. They seem a fair bit taller than your average person. And you kind of notice they have wings on their back and like horns. They also carry a sword, and they have like a little, but it's sheathed currently, and they have a little whip tied to their belt on the other side. They seem very strong though. Like you can see their muscles through their suit.
and they're just wearing like a straight up suit. There's like no armor or nothing.
Oh yeah. They're wearing a suit. So is the spider is also like dressed smart. Both of them are sort of wearing suits.
Their tailor hates them. Bloody 8 legs. So much sewing.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a team. The spider has like a whole team.
8 legs, 8 feet, 8 shoes. Oxford's not brogues.
But yeah, the crowd seems to be like entranced by what they're talking about.
Yeah, Owen's words echo in the back of his mind. It's probably the most orderly point. So Cole's thinking, probably around here. Also looks really strongly defended. doesn't drop in and quickly zaps back off again. Is he able to discern other people's locations? By which I mean, can he see a fireball glowing in the city?
Not really. There are lots of torches in
Yeah,
various places, and lots of demons, like lots of the people demon things are immune to fire, and so many of them are working like inside like newly constructed furnaces and things. It's very strange. You can't really pick out Fireball or Sunya because they're in a massive city.
actually, now that you can't say that, he might start making his way down back into the city, but still, as he hasn't done, doesn't really want to start conversing with people. He's going to do more people watch.
Sure, you kind of just
As was
notice.
said. Oh, you carry on.
You kind of notice that because if you where did you come down? Did you come down where you climbed up, or did you come down just like near the crowd of people watching the
I'll
debate?
say around here so that if necessary, I can slip into the crowd.
You notice that most of the people round here seem to be much more people-like and much less demony.
Mm.
Like that, you occasionally run into someone who's like when you only take a quick glance at them, they almost appear human. Like they maybe only have small horns, or like their skin is a slightly different shade than average, but like this a little too unnaturally red or something. But it's only very minor things here and there. Otherwise, they look pretty humanoid.
Okay. He'll go and start looking for the others then.
Sure. Sonia, Fireball. Where are you guys heading? Or are you just continuing? Wait, which sort of direction are you going to walk in?
Fireball will. Are there any like particularly? Are there any buildings of note within like this part of the city?
There doesn't seem to be anything that stands out too significantly. It seems to be a lot of like it seems to be a lot of residences are here. You don't see a lot of like shops or large buildings.
Do I see anything off in the distance?
You see a large column over here. And you see there are larger buildings in this direction. You also do, yeah, that's kind of like the main two things you can see. I mean, across the way, you can still see like the very peak top bit of this castle.
I'll head towards here. Like circle bit. Is this anything of note? Like this bit?
It seems to be some sort of church.
A church. Can I have gone into the church?
You can. The interior seems to be. It seems to be half built. Like as if they started constructing it, finished the shell, and then stopped. It's kind of just an empty building.
Right, so there's no priests or anything around?
No.
Oh, in that case, I'll just leave and go to this circular bit.
Sure. It seems to be some form of market district. There is a lot of commerce. Once you get there, you can see the very top of a large creature over in that direction.
I'll
Like some form of.
Yeah.
It's like the top of a shell, maybe. It's quite hairy.
I'd imagine this place is quite busy.
Oh yeah, tons of. Actually, now that you're a little further north, you notice that there are lots of like demons that look. The demons seem to look a lot more like people.
Uh, are there any guards around here?
Tons.
Who looks the most senior out of all of the guards?
It's very hard to tell.
Okay, I'll go to
One of
the
them does seem to be wearing like slightly better armor than the
I'll-
other ones, but
I'll head straight over to that person.
sure. They say, "Can I help you with anything?"
Yes, hail citizen, how goes it?
The commerce flows well this fine day.
Please, forgive my ignorance of the area. I'm new to town.
Oh, you're here for the elections.
Yes, I'm here for the election.
It is a big event, man.
Tell me, who
I didn't
are
think
the...
we'd get tourists this fast. Nice.
Tell me, who are the candidates?
Well, there's Jazdin, who I think he's pretty good. And then there's Fazbelly.
Ah, tell me, is it too late for candidates to put themselves forward?
Oh, election. It's sort of down to the final two at the minute.
Okay. Tell me, what is that large shell thing over there?
Oh, that's Jazdin,
Ah.
one of the
Oh,
candidates. Great election.
I assume there's some kind of large crustacean?
They're a large spider.
Ah, interesting. What is that large spire thing behind me then?
Oh, that's it's a column. It supports sort of this place.
Ah, okay.
Because you see, it used to. Like that was one of our first projects. When the Enlightenment sort of occurred,
The Enlightenment?
we started to realize that this place really was not stable. So we started having to put up like support pillars and stuff because we couldn't really work out how this place would stand up because like clearly the roof should collapse on us. And like once we figured that out, we started noticing that the roof was about to collapse. So we had to start quickly building supports.
Right. That thing you mentioned before, the enlightening or whatever you called it.
Yeah, happened
What-
like a couple months back.
What do you know how it happened? What was enlightened? What occurred?
Oh, like a while ago there was a raid. It's a bit it's a bit foggy. I remember someone brought a thing, and then the thing made things make more sense. If there was like a consistent set of rules.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
And so we built a place where there could be consistent rules that everyone should follow.
Yes. So I was talking to one of your guard colleagues before,
Yes.
And he said that around here it's bad to talk about someone called the Great One.
Oh yeah, like it's the this- uh, basically before we decided to, organize things and run a proper society, everyone here sort of worked for this large demon, owns that palace off in the distance. Uh, and none of us could really, like, stand up to him, so, because he was the strongest, so we all just kind of did what he said. But once we started to invent rules and laws, we noticed that, like, together we could stand up against him if we like thought about things a bit more, and we started having like industry to make foundries and stuff so we could have armor and make custom weapons and things. Like once we started to put laws in place, society got way more productive.
Interesting.
But yeah, a lot of the people in sort of the Midlands kind of are a bit wary of him. But up here, yeah, we're pretty confident in our ability to defeat him. So it's only a matter of time before he falls to us.
Interesting.
But yeah,
I think I'll
those
go and
the
see the candidates now.
yeah, sure. There's a big sort of debate going on right now about like farming subsidies. Oh, okay,
Don't worry,
Uh,
I'm not annihilating.
you just walk off while he's telling you stuff. You
No,
do
no,
the whole like you do the whole
I'll,
NPC skip.
I'll
He's
wait
just like,
until I'll wait until he
yeah.
finishes.
He looks sad that you walked
I
away
do wait
halfway
until
through
he
the
finishes.
conversation. Tragic. Sonia, what are you doing?
I'm literally just walking behind Firewall listening.
Okay.
I'm taking in all of the stuff and keeping an eye on him at the same time.
I do
Cut,
wait until the guard finishes
cuts
before I
to
go.
Grunk and TKO. Grunk and TKO, you notice a lot of demons. Many of them seem to be going about looking for stuff or people to kill who are smell off or look weird in that sort of lawful way that they do.
They look like a basic bitch, therefore must die. Is that the attitude?
Well, are they wearing, you know, clothes made in a factory? Ugh, disgusting. Must kill. Or like
You bloody
armor.
wheat.
They're looking for those sort of demons. They sort of ignore you guys. But you eventually make it to a large. It's not quite a castle. It's less a castle, more a collection of spires. But it does seem very well defended.
I'm taking they're not letting us in then.
I mean, there are a variety of demons wandering about, but no one's specifically guarding the entrance. As far as you can tell, anyway. Everyone's kind of just wandering about doing their own thing.
Ah, the correct way to live.
Yep,
But yeah, I'm just gonna wander in.
sure.
Yeah, TQ will
You-
follow him then.
You sort of head in. You see a couple of demons fighting over over food that they've stolen from the farms that are like on the very edges. There are a lot of like fighting competitions to see who's the strongest and therefore who gets to be in charge.
I just like standing, looking at them and go like, "Where's the big guy?"
Boss is
which is the biggest one of you around here?
boss is through those doors.
Thanks. Go and push open the doors.
Uh,
Leave Takeo to ask who the biggest one in the area is.
like really heavy stone doors. Can you give me a strength check? Just see if you can push these doors open.
Sure, strength and not athletics. Cool, got it.
You can do athletics actually, sure.
Okay, athletics, then I will click that one.
Yeah, you managed to like push the doors open. The demons, some of like the weaker demons look on at you with admiration.
I flex as I walk through the doors just for those demons.
The weaker demons sort of look up to you. But yeah, you enter a large room where on a massive throne, generally comprised of the corpses of like strange things. They kind of look like weird. They look weird. Some of them look like they're halfway between like they seem to be a ton of corpses from a variety of places. Some of them are demons, some of them are people, others are like it's just a ton of corpses from different things. At the very top of it though, there is a large dragon skull. And sitting on this throne of bones is a massive demon who seems to be
massive.
gargantuan in size. They seem to be bossing about the other smaller demons and telling them to go do stuff, like hunt for more of them pansy demons.
I'm like, walk in, see the big demon, and I'm like, "Oi, boss demon,
What?
what you doing about those non-chaotic people up north? I hear it's nothing."
Kill them when they come out of the city.
So you're just letting them be all orderly up in their city?
Can't go and fight them.
Why not?
If you go and fight them, you join them.
Do you know why?
They seem to have a thing that makes everything rulesy. We don't like that.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. Who wants rules in their life?
Yeah.
Surely you're big enough and strong enough to not be done by it.
I clearly am, but I'm busy
Busy doing what?
being the strongest. Everyone knows if you leave this place, you're no longer the leader. I am the strongest.
That sounds
Therefore,
like
I
a rule
live
you've just
here.
imposed on yourself.
Nah.
That
Because if
doesn't
you
sound very chaotic.
leave here, then the other demons beat each other up and choose and decide that they're the new ruler and get to boss everyone around. I get to boss everyone around.
And then you come back and you kill that guy and your leader again.
This is true.
I don't really see the problem with this statement.
Give me an insight check.
I mean, I just think he's terrified.
Yeah. That is okay.
If
If that's the case, then Grunk thinks that. You get a beat on this guy. That like, you think that while like on the surface he wants people to think that, it would be unaffected by that place. He internally believes that if he went there, he'd probably end up joining them, and that's why he's not going over there.
I'm like, oh, you're scared. Got it.
No.
I mean, you look
Thank
pretty
you.
scared.
Takeo presses a button on his arm and a chicken noise plays.
If that's the case, prove it. Beat me in one-on-one combat, or one-on-two.
Didn't say you were scared of me.
You little scrawny bastards.
Didn't
We're
say you
saying
were
you're scared of
me.
the scrawny bastards.
The ones
No,
that
I'm
were-
not scared of the scrawny bastards.
I mean, then why would you leave them in place when you could destroy them instantly with your magnificence?
Aye, go and get them then.
Get these fools out of my palace. 3 very big demons start approaching you.
Tell your lackeys to fuck off.
Get these 2 out. They start going to pick you up. To carry you out.
I'm gonna turn to the lackeys who are coming
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, following a big demon doesn't mean anything when he's not willing to actually do anything with his strength.
Give me a persuasion check. With advantage.
20?
Some of the demons seem like they start conferring and they're like, yeah, maybe that is the key. Maybe this is our chance to beat him up. And if we beat him up, then we'll be the new boss. Then we can go over there and beat up the little tinies. Oh.
If he's not willing to go and beat up the tinies who's causing order to appear, then what's the use in him, right?
He makes a good point, boss. It's at this point the boss stands up and is charging at the 3. A large demon fight is about to ensue.
I would.
You guys want in on this?
I probably, but also I don't know if they would be immune to being frightened by themselves, but they are now, as they are my allies now, they are immune to being frightened.
Sure. Alright, big old demon fight about
Let's get this off.
about to happen. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I wanting to roll initiative, but I'm trying to put TQ's counter on the thing, but it's not letting us.
I think you have to move, or can you not move yourself on? Oh,
Yeah, like I've got my counter sheet when I'm dragging it, and it's just not doing it. I've been trying to do it this whole time while we've been talking. It's not doing it.
Sad times.
I mean, I can still just roll an initiative count, and then you can just like plonk us on there.
Yeah, 1 second.
Roll 20. Never let her down.
Not once.
You.
Oh well, this map is just not loading. I'll just put you on a blank map.
Yeah, it didn't want to play ball for Colt either.
Enter the void.
enter the hole.
This demon's bloody throne room is in a void. It works for this.
Alright, you got Big Boy on your guys' team 1. Big Boy.
I'll
Big
have
Boy
to
on your
reroll my
guys'
initiative
team
to add it to the thing, or could this battle one just keep track?
2. Hang on, I'll pull up an initiative order. I have to quickly. Okay. Roll your initiatives, and then I need to pull up big guy number 3. Ba, 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 ba. And big boy. Which one of these little? There's Big Boy's little file. He's in the Big Boy villain file. There he is. Chunky boy. Alright. Now I need to roll their initiatives.
Oh god, another one.
Yeah, big boy do be doing big boy things. At least you've got help this time.
Yeah, buddies.
You do be having friends. And that's what really defeats evil giant demons. The power of friendship.
The power of a bunch of evil friends.
Yeah. I didn't say
Evil
good
enemies.
friendship was like, on your team. Evil friendship is. Alright.
What's the dex between the TKO and the big guy?
TKO's dex is 16.
It's also 16. Roll off.
So that's just a straight D20 or what?
Yeah, just a d20.
Of all the times.
Nice. You do manage to go before him. I'll just pop you as 0.5.
Yeah, that's like I said, of all the times.
Cool. Cool. Alright, so, Grumk, you're up first. Big boy has just stood up from his chair.
Cool. Let's throw a hammer at this man.
Okie dokie. Do your hammer
Ni-
time.
19.
A 19 does hit this guy.
I will do this damage and then also okay, back up with the pitch one of these in order to do 2, 3. I think that should do an extra 4. So yeah, to deal that much damage.
Ooh.
And then
Yeah.
we attack again.
You give him a little bonk.
For another hit for that much plus another this much.
And then all that.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action. I think I can cast a spell as well as attack.
Yeah, go for it.
I will make a spiritual weapon.
Fair. Then
And
spiritual
bonk him
weapon
with
gonna
the
go
spiritual
bonk.
weapon.
Try and bonk him, yeah.
Which my
Go
bonk,
for the
my-
bonk.
My spiritual weapon bonk is less powerful than my actual bonk.
I would imagine so.
It's only a 14 to hit, which I assume misses.
It does miss, yes.
Okay,
Is that Grump's turn?
that is Grunk's turn.
K2O, what you doing?
Holds up hand in up towards where Big Boy Demon is, and the hand like morphs back into itself, becomes a cannon. It just goes, "Let us show you what real chaos looks like," and uses Chaos Bolt.
It's more than time.
The 26 hit,
Yeah, that definitely hits.
and it is the weapon dice is a 3 or an 8, which equivalates to. Damn it. Sorry. Oh, come on, where's Chaos Bolt gone? Chaos. Chaos Bolt. 3 or an 8. An 8 is thunder damage, so that's 11 plus 5 thunder damage on Big Boy. 16 thunder damage, and then I shall bonus action to rage. Please give me one of the ones that does damage. E4. A 4 on this does.
Mm-hmm.
World magic table. Load it up. Ooh. Magical energy to be thrown on my sword for when I attack next attack with it. Oh no, wait. Oh shit! Now I've used my action. Can I use this as a bonus action? Can I use it as a bonus action? Please say I can. It doesn't say. Well, from this point on, I have a great sword that deals force damage, and I can throw it to a range of. Like, it has light. Me great sword, a freaking great sword, now has the light and thrown properties, and I can throw it with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. So, big Baylor Boys fire blasts aren't really going to be hitting me anymore. Because I'm just going to keep yeeting my greatsword at him, and the greatsword reappears on my hand at the end of the turn as well. So that's my turn. But I can't throw it right now because I've already used my action.
Oakley dokley. Good turn. It's now Big Boy's turn, and he's gonna do some big boy things. He's gonna start by punishing his little insubordinate boyos. He's gonna come over here. And he's gonna really try and lay into these little boyos. Okay, let's go. 1, 2. Okay. That's some good damage on them. Okie dokie. And let's. And then he's going to go in with another 2 attacks with his whip. 35. They are okay. This guy almost dies on his first turn. He like just takes a massive chunk out of him, but he's still alive. And speaking of that boy, it's now his turn. Let's see here. He's gonna go for his standard. 1, 2, 3. Man, these guys. Why do no monsters have magical attacks? Oh, actually, the first one misses. Which is annoying. That's the most damaging one. You notice that its attacks aren't very effective against its boss.
Oh yeah, lads, knock them out, man. You can hit harder than that.
The other one, they're both gonna run in. I'm just gonna roll all of their attacks now. And the 2 of them. Let's go. That's their 2 bites. That's their 4 claws from the two of them. Miss, hit, hit, miss, hit. Cool. Then it's Grunk's turn.
You know, I weirdly did not think this was going to turn into a fight, but you know, happy now that it is. Attack. Does that hit? I'm going to assume the 32 hits
Yes.
for 24 damage, and then a 30 also, I assume, hits.
Yep.
For another 23 damage, and then I'm going to action surge to 22 to hit for another 20 damage, and then a 20 to hit
Uh-huh.
for another 25 damage,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm going to like punch you with my spiritual weapon to miss because the fucker can't hit.
Yep. Does indeed miss.
Probably need to use my next set of stat ups to get my charisma up so my spells do anything.
Cool.
Yes,
Is that Grunk's turn? Cool.
Grumps just
TKO.
dealt a good 110,
Yeah.
115 damage and moved on with his life.
You really have. I mean, you on your own have basically dealt like 200 damage to this guy.
Yep.
You're doing quite well.
Taking a 22 hit, but that's with Great Weapon Master, so that'll be there's a 17.
You'll have to approach him to do that.
Wait, again with my rage ability, my weapon has the thrown qualities. I'm flinging it.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, you chuck it
Wait.
in.
I don't. Can you Great Weapon Master when you're throwing it?
Actually, that's a good point. I think
I'll,
technically you may need sharpshooter.
I'll bring it up. Great Weapon
I
Master.
think it's a
I
melee.
think it's a
attack.
melee attack, right?
Before you make a melee attack with a heavy weapon
Yeah.
that you're proficient with,
Yeah, so
You-
throwing
you
doesn't
need-
work.
You need to be in melee with him, rather than chucking your big sword. Although 18 damage is still, you know, pretty good.
Bollocks. And because I've already yeeted it, I'll also yeet. Don't really do much else, to be honest.
I mean, you could always get closer to him.
Yeah, bollocks to it.
Everyone loves to be close to him. I
Right.
mean,
Like,
these guys in the next minute are gonna really love being close to him.
Yeah, because then flame things happen, and I am guessing they have something to do with that. Alright, now with bollocks to it, it's the great sword is still doing force damage, so a Great Weapon Master that does a 17 hit.
A 17 misses.
Wait. Does a 20 hit
A 20 does hit.
for 24 force damage.
Yeah, you do 24 of them force damages.
And it's wild side, personal magic, Great Weapon Master. You take damage, fail saving throw. Right. That's all I can do on that turn.
Okay, it rolls over to his turn. Cool. So you and all the demony boys are gonna take 20 fire damage. The demony boys take half. Oh yeah. Also on your turn, when you attacked him in melee range, you took 27 damage.
Yep.
Of the fiery variety.
And Unstable Backlash will set off his Wild Surge again. So a 6. And
It's a backlash into backlash.
that's just a boost to AC. And then I get hit again. And then I get the same again, so I have an AC of 20. Also, does everybody else around me get a +1 for a while,
Nice.
unless I get hit again.
It's now his turn. Big boy probably gonna finish off this boyo who is like dead. Gonna whip. That's just a dead boy. He was in fact on like 7 hit points. Tragic.
Oof.
Then it's time for murder against the other two. First a whip, then a double swording. Ooh. Actually, they have +1 AC from you, right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh well. 2 of those things hit. But sword is the most dangerous thing, and that missed, so that's good. It's good times. Okay. Ow. To that guy. This guy looking a bit fucked. I also realized that those guys should have taken a bunch of fire damage on their turn, but oh well. I'll just start taking it from now. And then it is... that's all he's gonna do on his turn. It's this boy who's gonna do all he can really... and he's gonna take a bunch of fire damage when he completes all of his attacks. So, 1, 2, 3. Oof, that guy, that's painful.
Even with resistance.
Cool, so he takes ow. That's ow damage. But he does do this.
That's not terrible, even with resistance.
Yeah, like he does a decent chunk. And there's the next boy. He's gonna make his attacks, and he can take 2 chunks of them damages because one of those missed. So, oh, that's a hurt boy. It's a very hurt boy. But he does get his little bappity. And then that's the end of his turn, at which point Big Boy is going to take a legendary action to take a swing at this boy, just cause. Oh. Oh
Oof.
no. Oh no.
Look at all those numbers!
That's never good. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Is that 76 plus 67?
It's actually a bit worse. then I'm actually then the numbers show because I actually need to
Yeah,
roll.
that extra.
Yeah. So then I add an extra. Okay. So change that to D8, so it gets plus this, and then actually just another one. Okay, so he just has to. He's dead.
Yeah, no shit.
He's dead as fuck. He crit him. It's over. Black eye. He's dead.
No, my favorite.
He he. You just see him. He gets his lightning sword, and he just cuts him in half.
Gunk shouts, "No, my favorite," and Tico's like, "Oh no, you named them already and everything." Like,
And then it's not pretty. He's almost entirely reduced to ash by all the lightning. Oh god. It's literally a skeleton of a giant pig demon that has been cut perfectly in half. It's not good. Grunk, it's your turn.
No.
that's pissed him
right.
off.
Oh
I am
damn.
going to maximize my divine smite.
Ooh.
You know, I'm just checking exactly.
Come on, you can do the same amount of damage, right?
I can do something close to it, I think.
I believe in him.
I'm just trying to find. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll get this to roll and then 10d8.
Oh man, that crit was 201 damage, the previous one. Which is new. God damn those triple crits.
If I get a crit, I get that.
Oh, that is a really bad. It's a pretty bad 10d8.
There's 3 ones in there.
Okay, so
Did that roll everything twice?
okay.
It doesn't look like it did.
No, there's only 10 there. You should roll another 10.
No, it's 5d8 doubled. But I think I get an extra d8 because there's one in the actual numbers.
Ah, right.
Okay, plus an extra that much. Got it. Plus a little more. He's still kicking about,
I've
but
got another attack, so that one hits
it does indeed.
for that. Plus, I will throw an extra 3d8 at it.
Oakley dokley.
And then I will attempt to use my bonus action
That actually does hit, yeah.
for 6 force damage.
Oh my god. God damn. The 6 force damage coming in clutch.
Does that kill it?
No.
Okay.
But if the spiritual weapon kills it, I think the spiritual weapon becomes a brand new demon lord. I'm just saying now.
Alright.
Grunk's turn ends. He's gonna take a legendary action. Grunk. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, just.
Cool.
You're a +1, by the way.
Wait, what?
You're
it still
+1 to your
hits on
AC.
Yeah, my normal AC is 21, so it becomes 22 and he still hits.
Alright, if it meets its beat, if it meets
Cool.
it beats.
Make a strength save, as well as take a bunch of damage.
30.
You are not pulled towards the big boy, but you do still take 35 slashing and 19 fire damage.
Sure.
But hey, you avoid getting pulled into its fiery aura of death. TKO.
I took that was not even half of my hit points you just dealt. Ha!
Pathetic. Didn't even do half of my health
Just don't crit.
on a legendary action. Pathetic.
Damn it.
Oh yeah.
I'll just normal reckless attack these.
You hit 2 times, which means you take that much damage.
39. Which is 8. Yeah, it is 39. Yeah. That's that. And I also get 2 rolls on this. Do damage. The 3 is a flump. A spectral flump turns up right next to this thing.
The flumps
Pops
return.
and- Yeah, they're back again, but this time Baylor Boy gets a dex save. Is it a dex save? It is a dex save. So he gets to use dex save,
14.
which fails, so he takes... Flump explodes, and he takes that in force damage off of the flump exploding.
No.
And then he's hit us again, so a 5 does a what? Whenever he hits me, he takes 1d6 force damage as magic energy radiates out from me in retribution. So does that count? Does that count?
His retribution attack triggers your retribution attack.
No creature hits you with an attack roll. That doesn't count.
Okay, that definitely doesn't count either way.
It's if he hits me with his swords or something.
Okay, then he did not take that damage before because he's not attacking you. You are just
No,
next to him and he is on
No,
fire.
the 4 was a flump spawning in and exploding. That 5 is now my current effect. So if he hits me from now on, then he'll take the retribution attack.
Right, fair enough.
So yeah,
is-
that's my turn.
Cool. It's back to him. That means you and the demony boy both take 22 damage for standing next to him, and him being very fiery.
Yarp.
And then he's going to put 2 whips on Grunk.
Lightly places them upon him.
Make 2 strength checks, Grunk, and also take a bunch of damage. Grunk,
Yeah.
you need to make 2 strength checks.
Strength saves or strength checks?
Oh, strength saves, yeah. You fail,
That's
and I'll pull.
16, and that's 25.
Yeah, you fail the first one. The second one doesn't really matter. You are pulled towards him. You are now in his fiery aura. It's getting hot in here. And then he's going to try and stab... Well, 3 and 4 will be TKO. Sure, I'll try and stab TKO. You'll miss. And does 20 hit TKO?
Yes.
Then you take that much damage.
That's 48 plus 36. That's 70, 84.
Yep.
Right, I have to do this now.
And he gets retribution-ed. So
he gets retribution need.
so
but I also
takes
have to
that
do-
damage from him.
I also have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I am still up at 1.
That's never good. Okay.
Still going down, still going down, still going down. 1. Takes the hit and just goes, "You hit like a puff."
Fair enough. It's now
He's
Demon's
down at
turn, who is gonna try and bitey, glory. Demon misses twice and then gets a crit. that means you guys know his AC now, because an 18 has been rolled and that missed, and a 19 was rolled, and you guys hit him. Ba ba ba. He deals a chunk of damage. And he gets his being a bad boy damage. And then Big Boy's going to take a legendary action and smite the... Yeah, actually we're going to smite Grunk. Because why not? Does a 31 hit you, Grunk?
Yes, it's 31 hits me.
Just.
You take 39 slashing and 22 lightning.
Gunk is down. Gunk is down.
Grunk down.
Gunk down.
And that's... Grunk, it's your turn.
Everyone adds an R to the name. It's really annoying.
I
Yeah,
haven't
Maybe
been.
start doing it.
it's
I haven't been.
Gunk, it's your turn. Please make a death save.
Dead save. Pass.
Cool. TKO.
Yeah.
You just had to call the demon lord out. You just had to be like, eh.
it's the only way.
At least the both of we did.
Just had to call him out with like with only two of you. Yeah, you miss.
That
You miss.
misses, and that
You
misses
also
as
you
well.
miss again, yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether I'm using Great Weapon Master or not; they both miss.
It's
And
like,
I am currently on retribution rage, so that's me.
hey,
Totally do
on
nothing.
on the bright side, you don't catch fire because of his aura.
Yeah, but is that really going to make me last any longer?
No, because it's his
Yeah.
turn, and he just needs to smite you and this last traitor. He's gonna go within. He's gonna start with the traitor, and then come back to you. Traitory boy is gonna take. That's an ow amount of damage right there. And another one. Okay. Oh, it's so much like halving and stuff. It's very annoying. Alright, he's still up, so he's gonna put a whip on him. Gonna hit. Oh, the +1 AC almost saved him. If only it were +2. Am I right, Grunk?
Mm-hmm. I would be completely alive if it was a +2.
Yep.
Yeah.
So would this guy.
The
You
more
would
the
have
more
only
I'm
hit
using
me once or twice.
the more I'm looking at these wild surge abilities, and I'm like, these are really underpowered for like later game use.
Then
This is-
again, if this guy had one higher AC, I think 3 attacks would have missed him.
I mean, I think I did hit him every time.
Yeah, but a couple of times with like 19s and stuff. But yeah, big boy, he's still up, so may as well put another little whippity doodah on him until because that I think just guarantees his death. To be honest. Wait. Well, he bought you one whole. He bought you 6 seconds, TKO. Bought you 6 whole seconds. Grunk, death save.
Fail.
You fail a death save. This guy's going to take a legendary action at the end of your turn to take a stab at TKO. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
You take that much damage.
Right, it is now 15 is the DC. I am still up.
Okie dokie. It be your turn.
Yeah, still TKO is still too dumb to back down. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. I was meant to be reckless attacking.
You miss.
No, I was meant to be reckless attack. Sorry.
You hit.
And
And again. And you know what that means. First, you take this much.
well, it's pointless at this point. I might as well just keep rolling con saves.
Yeah, so just con save. DC 20 at this point. Oh,
Oh,
well,
okay, that's bad. He's down. One big final swing and just boom disappears into a gulf of flames and is blasted onto his back.
yeah. And unfortunately, actually, yeah, I'll give Grunk one chance to roll a nat 20 and get up on 1 hit point.
Dun 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 dun.
No.
Fail.
Oh well. Those characters were nice while they lasted.
Okay.
God damn it. Well, didn't expect this to go down this way.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it's fine. We have put up a valiant effort. As
You
I pointed out in the
did.
chat, I dealt over 300 damage to him by myself. So
You did put up a valiant effort, and this guy was pretty close to death. Had you guys had one more round of attacks on him, I'm confident he'd be dead. But that's just not the way. In fact, he was certainly bloody, and was. I think, yeah, if either of you had landed about one more attack on him, he was dead. But you know.
I mean, is
Yeah,
he going to keep on like just ripping into it while we're dead, or do we get our death saves? Just see if we do
Oh,
get
like I gave him his death save because like he only had 1 turn, and so you would have taken like 2 fails, and he would probably, and I'm just saying you would have stabbed TKO. I was just giving him a death save just for the 5% chance of Grunk might get up on 1 hit point, grab TKO and run, but that did not occur.
Gun gets up on 1 hit point, stabs him, and hopes he dies, and then dies together. And they,
I mean,
in a glorious.
You might have like managed to kill him if you did that.
Can I
mean,
roll a death save just for the memes?
sure, you can roll a death save for the memes.
Not 20. Come on. Fuck.
Oh well.
Well, that's a pass anyway.
And then we cut to these guys. So your companions have died.
No, we don't know that.
That's true. I'll assign Graham a new character sheet. Let's see here. We need there's Gunk. Bam! There you go, Graham. Brand new character sheet. I'll move Graham. I'll move Gunk into the dead characters folder, which seems to be larger than the living one. Poor man, it's almost like splitting the party and then picking a fight with the
You told me to go south,
evil
and
lord.
I tried to.
I
talk
said
him
it
into-
feels nice.
I tried to talk him into doing the thing, and then he attacked us. Whose fault is that? Not mine.
I don't know. Sounds like it's the guy who picked on him's fault.
I don't know. Who did that.
Anyway, Fireball and Sonia. There seems to be a spider and dude-based election going on.
I'll be honest.
And also Colt. I'll say Colt's met up with you guys.
Yeah, I was just going to say, surely he would see them in this crowd. He's in this sort of general area.
This, by the way, does feel like a good stopping point.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, meanwhile, back with our character, we'll find out what our characters are doing next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have to make my thing for a while.
Remember to like and subscribe.
I wouldn't.
I can now remove this glass out of my voice booth that I've been using.
Cool.
I will point out this means you could just play this campaign without me because I'm not alive anymore.
Oh yeah, true. You're dead, so
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're missing.
This is true.
How
You get 2 weeks
convenient.
to make a character. You get 2 weeks to make a character.
This is true. You do get 2 weeks to make a new character.
So next week, Graham will be sadly missing out on the spider election.
That's because you'll be liking and subscribing.
I love when I click end halfway